Small Studios. This is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Robert, do you remember when you first heard that there was a community being built called On Top of the World? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And back then, we used to hear that Carpenter song in our head. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly.
Robert Colen is from On Top of the World, and he comes in here all the time. And I don't know that I ever told him that. I always think of that Carpenter song when I think of that community.
Never did.
I'm thinking your guest, Christy, is probably not as old as On Top of the World. I mean, not the community, the song. Robert is here, one of the managers at On Top of the World. Christy, is it Shearer or Shearer?
Shearer.
Okay. You're the event manager for my favorite park, Shalom Park.
Yes.
So, well, good morning. Thank you both for coming in here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're glad to be here, and I'm glad to bring Christy. She's been with us since, November?
Yes.
And Christy is responsible for putting on events at Shalom Park. And we've been doing our Leaf Series events, which are monthly kind of educational stuff. And we just did a great one on bats. Had over 100 people there. But we're here today to talk about our Fun at the Park event, which we've been doing 3 of these events a year. In October, we did one on bugs, and it was a great event. We had 3,000 people or so show up. And this time, we have what we're really excited for is celebrating first responders, and it's our way at Shalom Park of reaching out to Marion County's best and finest, and those people who protect us, our firefighters, our police, our sheriff's department, and the 911 operators, and saying thank you. And by doing that, we're going to have a big party. We're going to have live music, and I'll let Christy go into this in a little more detail, just give the big picture. And we'll have events and stuff for kids. We'll have stuff for adults. And we'll have static displays, which Christy can talk about. And we're going to have Sheriff Woods will be there. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. And any first responders out there listening, you can come, and if you get with us even before time, we have lunch for our first responders. So it's going to be really a great day.
And is this Sunday? This coming Sunday?
This Sunday, yes, 1 to 4.
Do you know one of my nephews is a first responder in that area? He's with the Marion County Fire Rescue.
Okay.
And I believe the firehouse, whatever he works at, is out there somewhere.
Well, he should come, and he can get free lunch, and we've got other stuff for them, so it's going to be...
Can his uncle come?
Sure.
Anyone's welcome. Anyone's welcome. But our first responders are our VIPs for the event.
Nice.
So they get served a nice lunch that day.
Nice. So what's the genesis of the idea? When did this say, oh, you know what we should do? We should do this.
Well, I tell you, for me, I came up with the idea because you watch the news, and we watch our sheriff's department. We watch, well, not really locally, but nationally, you see the police are under fire in the national media. You see even the firefighters. There's just not the respect that when I grew up, people really respected our police, and they really respected our firefighters. And I don't think they do enough about our 911 operators and what they go through, because they go through a lot of stress, and their jobs are very difficult. And we were talking about, well, what can we do to educate people?
You're a special guy. I mean, and you've always expressed things that impress me. You've worked real closely with hospice and other things like that. So, and you're right. And I partially blame the media. I don't know what's going on there. Why they don't want to counter that message, but they don't seem to want to, especially with law enforcement.
And they're certainly there to depend on them when they need them, right? But,
you're right.
I hate to say them, because who's them? But I think it's out there.
No, but you're right.
There's enough hatred in this world that it's time to step back and say, let's honor those people that deserve to be honored. And our sheriff's department, our deputies, our firefighters, our 911 operators are people that really deserve to be honored and respected. And that's why we came up with this idea. And Christy has done an amazing job putting together this event. It's going to be really a first-class celebration of our first responders.
Yeah.
And again, that's at Shalom Park this Sunday from 1 to 4.
And you also have lunch for the people that come, the visitors.
The VIPs are well, we have several food trucks that will be on hand for anyone. Yes, absolutely. But our VIPs will be treated to lunch from one of their favorite food truck vendors.
Do you have Italian sausage?
We do have Italian sausages. One of our vendors does have Italian sausage.
Do you know what we had? We had Greek sausage on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not as spicy. I hope not. I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. I know. I'm weird with meat. Like, if I find out it's an animal that's cuddly, I don't know. I mean, like,
That's cuddly. I'm probably kind of right there with you, though. I'm the same way.
So you're also going to be giving out an award.
Yes.
3 awards.
Go ahead. We're picking from each department that participating agencies. So we have Marion County Sheriff's Office, Marion County Fire Rescue, and then the Public Safety Communications. They've all nominated one person from that.
Oh, really?
From that department
are
or
you
agency.
allowed to say who?
No, we're
Not
gonna share.
today.
Yes, we'll share that at the event. But yes, each of them has nominated their person that has went above and beyond for the year of 2018.
So they nominated. Did you pick from those nominations?
They just sent their nomination. Yeah, they sent their one person.
The 3 people they nominated, all 3 get an award.
Oh, I see.
A really nice package of stuff, and it's something I think that they're going to be really, really happy with. So it's a way. Again, we don't have the budget to say, here's this great gift for every single person that works here.
Mm-hmm.
But we can say, okay, these people were really special this year, and we don't
deserve
decide
recognition.
That. They really deserve recognition. The Sheriff's Department gave us the name, and the firefighters gave us the name. So, we put together this gift.
We had a struggle in Marion County with the pay for those people for a while, and I don't know that it's considered good yet, but it's a lot better than it was. My nephew is a perfect example. He had gone to Orlando because it just wasn't paying, and he had this crazy commute all the time from there to here. But now the county commissioners, to their credit, they helped fix that, and now he's back. So it's
good.
Fun. And I saw him one time. Robert and I were walking to McDonald's. He thought my car broke down. And right the McDonald's by you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought I broke down. Uncle Larry, do you need a ride in a big fire truck?
We should have said yes. It would have been cool.
Yeah, we should have said yes.
Fun.
Held on to the back.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone wants to go for a ride.
Band there. I always look forward to hearing them from the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
I'm sorry, I missed
the
that.
pipes and drums.
Oh yes, we have their special performance from them as well. So they'll be up. We have My Kryptonite will actually be doing our live music for the day.
Kryptonite?
My Kryptonite. They're local.
Oh, My Kryptonite.
My Kryptonite. Yes.
I better be careful because I am Superman. I better stay away,
One
Robin.
of the fellows in the band is the lead guitarist at my church.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
He's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. So you're also going to have live demonstrations?
Yes, we have. I know we have Marion County Sheriff's Office. They have their canine unit that will be getting up and doing a demonstration with their canine unit, which is pretty cool. I think people will really enjoy that.
I love dogs.
Marion County Fire Rescue will get up and do a safety talk, kind of just explaining to you, what to do in case.
They should do the safety dance. Remember the safety dance? Do you remember that?
Dancing.
Yeah. We'll have some fun mascots. I'm calling them the mascots that educate. So everything from
Gun safety?
Marshall, gun safety, and then we've got the fire, Marion County Fire. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost. No, I'm sorry. Marion County Professional Firefighters Union.
Okay.
And they're bringing one of their mascots that also would be, educational for kids to kind of teach them what to do in case of a fire.
I wanted to have erase the mascot, but I think
that'll be fun.
People got afraid that they might trip.
The mascots are a little unsteady on their feet when they're running. So we might do something, but we are planning on doing a little something fun called the Mascot Mania around 3:00 that we're going to have just with the kids, whether it's a dance off with the mascots.
You got that big, great lawn in Shalom Park. That's just, and is that where some of these things will be?
Yes, one of our big open areas will be filled with tons of emergency vehicles.
Oh,
that
really?
will be fire trucks to.
Oh, so you're going to have the fire engines.
Yeah, fire engines will be there. Gosh. We'll have a SWAT unit. Let's see, the mobile jail, the command center, some big stuff.
That big SWAT vehicle they have, the big black vehicle, right? Uh-huh. You ever look at this thing and say, it's impressive and all, but when they actually use that, the guys that are actually inside of it, they're on their way to something none of us want to go to.
Right? I would think so.
Yeah, they're going someplace scary.
If you see that going out, then I would assume it's.
And that's why you want to honor them, because they are the ones who stand up to that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. They're keeping us safe.
And you're going to have a lot of events for the children too. A lot of hands-on for education.
Sponsors and partners that are helping us out with that. We have Early Learning Coalition that's going to be doing a lot of fun interactive kid activities. So I think that will be everything from little trike races they get to pick whether they want to be law enforcement or they want to be a fireman, and they're going to do trike races and just obstacle courses and crafts. A lot of fun stuff.
Nice. You have a new stage in Shearer Park?
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for bringing that up. I just wrote that down. So we built a new stage that'll cover obviously we ripped out the old stage area and we put a new stage there, including a cover, and it's beautiful. It's very expensive, but those things are always expensive to do. We're not. It's open and it's workable, and we're done, but we still haven't done our decorating part to it, which is going to be fabulous.
Where is it located?
Where the stage was before. We just ripped it out.
Columns.
There's an amphitheater that comes off of the main pavilion and goes down.
Okay.
And it's there. We took a couple months and ripped it out and rebuilt between October and now after the last Fun at the Park event.
That's a good idea. That's a fun idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says there's going to be a lot more in the future.
That's what our plan is, yeah.
And you're actually giving the community a chance to have a meet and greet with Sheriff Woods. He will be there shaking hands and listening to what their community members have to say.
Absolutely.
He's a good guy, too.
I really like Sheriff Woods. I knew him through the leadership program briefly. He's a fun guy, but he can be very serious.
Serious, yeah.
But you know what? He's got a lot of integrity, and he comes across as a very decent human being, and I think that's what people really like about him. And he's restored honor to the sheriff's department that maybe I think had been kind of tainted by what we saw. So.
I got a picture of him putting his face into a pie, a strawberry pie.
Yeah. He's a great participant.
Yeah, he did that for the Strawberry Festival a couple years ago. I think he does it every year, right?
Well, I tried to get them where they would take a picture of him and cartoonize it, and then let kids color it for him, and then turn it in for a award. But I don't know if we're going to do that.
I don't know that we got that far.
I don't know if that would be insulting.
I see him at the movie theater too. I see there's a little clip that they show in the movie theater with the three sheriffs, the one that him and the Levy and the
Lake County,
3 sheriffs. They're telling us all to behave, basically.
You're going to have an obstacle course?
Well, the Early Learning Coalition will be doing the obstacle course, and that's everything from their little trikes where they pick whether they're going to be a fireman or they're going to be law enforcement, and they're going to. That's the obstacle course.
So tell us about yourself, Christy. We want to get to know you. Did you grow up around here?
I did not. I'm actually from Morgantown, West Virginia.
Virginia.
Yep, West Virginia.
Where the roads are not straight.
The roads are not straight. Absolutely not. And the winters are a lot more harsh than what we have here, of course. But moved here in '98, and I've been pretty much in event planning for over 20 years.
Did you move to Top of the World? No, you're not.
No, I moved to the Ocala area. I didn't move to on Top of the World.
I forgot. I forgot for a second there was an age limit. Yeah.
No, but
do you know Kevin Christian with the school board?
I do not.
He's from West Virginia.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I have to introduce you.
Yeah, he's a nice fellow.
He's a musician too. We should get him to do a concert up there.
Yeah, he's a wonderful pianist.
Everybody who does shows is going to be coming to you now, saying, "Hey,
well, that's great. We need to have a list of people. We have another event coming up in May. That's music and arts. So music is we need some musicians.
He's like a Barry Manilow kind of a guy. He sings and plays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
I don't know if he likes me saying that enough.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's really good. So when the families come out, can they also bring their own picnic lunch?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. We encourage everyone to bring their lawn chairs or their picnic blankets so they can go find a spot and just sit and listen to the music or go and do what they want to do. But we have a beautiful lawn for people to find their spot and go grab food at the food truck or bring their own lunch. That's fine too.
Are you ever surprised? Like, do you ever see people out there like painting or doing a video or something like that? Are the creative people just saying?
You mean just random people showing up?
Yeah, just showing up without letting you know in advance.
Yeah, we've had a lot of, tons of people come out there and do their family photos and
I bet I've seen weddings. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right. And
weddings.
But I can tell you that a couple of years ago, it wasn't that long ago, that we had a lady who was doing adult-oriented.
Oh, really?
So my cousin Ken Colen came to. I told him about it, and he said, "Well, pull it up." And I'm like, "This is a company computer.
Wait a minute.
I'm not going to get fired for that."
Wait a minute. You didn't know what was going on until it was actually posted online?
Well, yes, they had caught her in the act, and they asked her to leave, but she gave their business card for whatever reason. So I looked it up. It wasn't too adult oriented, but it was adult oriented enough that we didn't welcome that. But it was.
You do see a lot of people coming to the park just to meditate, and that's great. They kind of go off in their own little spot and have their own
needs to
peaceful
meditate.
moments.
I need to learn.
Hey, it's
we need
good.
to learn how to meditate.
Yeah, that would be enjoyable.
Do you meditate?
I think.
You're a physical guy,
Yeah, I don't.
right?
I pray.
Does Cammy?
You pray. That's excellent.
That's a form of meditation, I think.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
excellent.
You don't say cross-legged with your palms?
No, I don't. No.
I
I respect people who do that, but I pray.
You've got a lot jam-packed in 3 hours.
We do. It is a full schedule. So having 2 different stages. Our main stage, again, is going to be our live entertainment. That's also going to be where we're doing the awards and the Marion County Pipes and Drums Band.
Are you the MC? Are you the MC of the event?
Oh, no.
No? Who is? Who's like
No,
the-
it will be a combination. We have Robert, and we also have Guy
Wilbright.
Bright.
Oh, you're going to be the MC.
Well, look
Combination
what I've
of
learned
the
here
two.
on this show that I think that I
Yeah.
He's added that to his resume. So.
Nice.
But our secondary stage would be the educational stage. So we have an entertainment stage and we have an education stage.
Well, we go to events, and if I see Robert, I'm lucky. Yeah, and so this time I know where you'll be. You'll be on the stage. Maybe I'll sit.
They were talking. Christy kept talking about having like a live demonstration of a canine dog attacking me, and I'm like,
There you go.
Well, I was volunteering him to be
with the big old
to be the person holding or to run. You run, and we'll see what the canine does.
Are you going to run then?
No, not me.
And one of the great things is we're going to be giving away this proud to support Marion County Dispatch, Firefighters, Emergency Medical Services, and Law Enforcement sticker that you can put on your car.
Oh, that's
And it's a
wonderful.
beautiful thing. I'll put that up for the video, but it's really cool. I put one on my car.
You hold it closer to the. Can I hold
Yeah,
it right to
sure.
the camera? Let me show
That is gorgeous.
the viewers. There it is. It's shaped like an American flag, and
Yeah, and it's I think the black and white is kind of a symbol of for law enforcement or first responders. The black and white
Nice.
flag, and then the different colors that you can see in there. The red.
Agencies.
nice.
red and blue.
Whose idea was that?
Christy's.
Good job,
And Christy
Christy.
came up with this band that first responders will get, and it's a cool, like black and white, those rubber kind of bands that you put around your wrist.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
got a little American flag kind of thing on there. And over the weekend, we were at an event for my son for his band thing, and my 8-year-old was wearing his, and he took it over to one of the first responders and offered it to him and said it was to show his support.
You are a good dad.
So I was really proud of him.
Yeah.
And
That is
the
a
guy
proud
put it
moment.
on, and I think he was kind of bored because he was watching all these people, but I think it probably made his day. So that was
I'm
fun.
sure it did. Yeah. Your son basically said, "Look, I want to
gave
thank you for what you do."
And he gave him the band, so it was really neat.
Yeah. Well, good for you, Chris. You're coming up with these clever, creative ideas.
Thank you. But it is definitely a team effort. We all kind of work.
So
on
that's
these
another
ideas.
part of who you are. You have the creative half of the brain.
I try to
going?
be. I
Yeah,
try to be
yeah.
a little creative.
Yeah.
Yes, but
So what is the most challenging thing about this event?
the most challenging.
Herding cats. Yeah.
Yes, herding cats. That's
Why are you
exactly.
herding cats?
Just trying to get answers from everybody. Everyone, especially with the different agencies that are involved, they have far more important things to be handling than to be answering my emails and answering my phone calls.
I never
And
heard it
so
called herding cats before. What is that an expression?
It just.
You ever heard that expression before?
No. Are you saying HERD or HURT?
Like herding cattle, but herding cats.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
because they
herding
go wherever
cats.
they
Yeah,
go.
everybody's here, there, everywhere, and has other things going on, and it's just trying to fine tune everything. And this is what's important on my schedule for today, but it might not be what's important on everybody else's schedule for the day. And I respect that. They have far more
It's like
important
some
things
people
to do.
say we're putting out fires.
Yeah, well, yes, that's part of my job. I am kind of labeled myself as a firefighter for the day because the event day.
I wonder what
you're
the
constantly-
firefighters say. Do they probably say herding cats because they're not fighting fires, putting out fires all day.
Right, exactly.
And you still have the gardens that people would like to
Yes,
walk through
absolutely.
and reflect. You've got a lot of seating areas there.
And that goes back to why one of the reasons why Shalom Park puts these events on is to invite people to see what
See the
what Shalom
beautiful park, yeah.
And Shalom Park is open to the public, and it's free and open to the public 365 days a year. And it was Sidney Colen, who founded On Top of the World, built the park, and he wanted to provide a gift to Marion County residents and anybody who wanted to come through Marion County. It's just a place for meditation, for peace. And the hope was that by finding some semblance of peace at Shalom Park, or that you would take that feeling of goodwill and help make the world around you a little bit better of a place. And that was the vision. And doing something like this, supporting and honoring our first responders, is an extension of that vision of what Shalom Park's purpose is.
It's really true. You know, when I said before that I really don't know how to meditate, I'm going to take that back, because when I go to Shalom Park, I think I involuntarily find myself calming down. So I think it's kind of the same thing, right?
I think so.
Absolutely.
And when you read all those little things you have there.
Oh, those are wonderful. Those words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Especially in the labyrinth.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
By the way, I have an idea for one.
Okay.
One day, if you could do this, I want to be laying in the field where you can see the cows.
Yes.
And I want you to have a little temporary plaque that says "Big guy laying in the field with the cows."
Piece of art. Okay.
Yeah. And then people
Very
say, "Wow, is that a real guy?" I think he's breathing. I'm not sure.
They're going to talk about how the sun contrasts against your body, light and darkness.
And it's wonderful that you're getting all of the first responders together, because this will alleviate some of the fears that the children have, because you're always told if you're in trouble, find a fireman or a police officer or a sheriff's deputy, and now they'll actually get to see them up close and really know what they do and how kind they are.
Yes, absolutely. And I think the different vehicles that will be there, they're going to have a representative for each of those vehicles, so kids will be able to get up close and personal and ask questions. So again, and that would be perfect for them to alleviate those fears that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys always brighten up the studio when you come in. Robert, thank you for doing that and for introducing us to Christy. Thank you for coming in. Nice to meet you. And so you married? You got children?
I am married. I am married. Yes, I am of 4.5 years now. So
congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm still a newlywed, and I have 2 stepsons. Both of them off in college.
Where did you meet your husband?
Met him in Ocala. It was kind of a blind date that was set up by mutual friends.
Really?
And
Were you
he lived
reluctant to go? Do you remember that day?
No, I wasn't reluctant. I was open to it, and so and he was from Orlando area. So
what does he do? What's his job?
He's in sales. He works for worldwide company actually, and does sales.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
that's excellent.
Nice.
Well, this
Good
is
guy.
wonderful, Robert, because you always bring to our community something special, and you always make yourself accessible to people if they have questions.
I try to. The mean people I try to stay away from.
Me too. Me too. I always find out too late that they're mean, though.
Yeah.
Robin had a mean lady. Oh, can I tell you a story?
Do it.
Yeah.
She went to Publix, and the mean lady parked right by the door, got out, didn't park, and she got out of the car, went into the store.
To go
and
shopping.
Robin is just looking at her.
and left it in front of the car. Oh,
And what does the lady say to you?
She said, "What you looking at?"
What you looking at? And then Robin watched her go to the bakery. I said, I would have gone to the bakery and I would have stood right next to her. And I would say, "Can you give me a half dozen of what are you looking at?"
That would have been an interesting comeback.
In a regular
That was a
spot.
mean lady.
Oh wow!
That was a mean lady. So don't give her a sticker. So everybody gets a sticker? That everybody that goes, or just the first responders?
Anyone that asks, that we're going to have them at our welcome tents. So
Nice.
anyone that would like to have one, they can.
So when you
they'll
get
be
there,
there.
you'll park, and then you'll go to our welcome areas, and you can get like a bag of stuff or anything.
We'll have our programs, so everybody knows what's going on at each stage, so they can be where they want to be. And that's again where we'll have our bumper stickers that they can actually get if they'd like, and they'll be getting goodies along the way. We have the different organizations and agencies will have tents, like the Meet the Sheriff's tent, as an example. The Explorers, Marion County Sheriff's Office Explorers will be there, and just different ones that will be there that will actually have handouts as well. So, and we're kind of just keeping on the lines of safety, anything that's going to help keep us safe. So
I'm always so taken by the canine units, by the way, by the dogs. You know?
They're wonderful.
And
pretty
there's a statue, Brian Litz statue,
Yes.
not too far from where you are.
Yeah, it's over at the sheriff's department over there near Walmart.
Yeah,
200.
yeah. Have you ever gone and seen that
Yeah, I
statue?
have. I have. Yeah, in fact, Brian Litz there's a guy who works with me, and he's a good friend of mine. And he was very close to Brian Litz. It was his best friend. So
Oh, my
he was
gosh.
in the sheriff's department with Brian. So it was, he's told me a lot of really wonderful stories of who Brian Litz was.
Thank you for what you do, Robert. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you for what you're doing.
you.
You're giving us something fun to go to, and it's this coming Sunday at Shalom Park on top of the world. and it is the First Responders Appreciation.
Celebrate first responders.
There you go.
From 1 to 4.
And it's free.
It's
free.
It is free.
And open to everybody.
That's a good thing. Yes. Thank you both. Thank you.
Great
coming
seeing
in.
Thank you.
All right, we are done. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.